Hello, furries and fursonas. We welcome you to your favorite furry podcast, where we discuss everything happening in the furry kingdom, including meetups, new outfits, and yiffing. This is the Fur America podcast. Today we will be talking about two topics: how has Joe Biden been to the furry world as opposed to Donald Trump, and what character on Everyone Loves Raymond would you like to yiff? Oh, sorry, that's my other podcast. My bad, everybody. My bad. This is actually A24 on the Rocks, coming at you with another A24 vibe discussion. I'm your host today.
I promise I'm okay.
I'm your host today, Eric Kiska, and we have now reviewed every single film from the 2013 to 2016 year of A24, and today we are going to have a Mount Rushmore draft from those 4 years of A24. What does that mean? Well, our four hosts here, including me, will do a snake draft of our favorite films from A24 from the 2013 to 2016 year. And if one person picks a film, that means that no one else can pick that film. We will all end up with four films, or a Mount Rushmore of films from the past 4 years of A24. And you, dear listener, will vote on who had the best Mount Rushmore a few days after this is posted. But first, as we start every program, let's tell you what we're drinking. Kelly, what are you drinking?
Hey, my name's Kelly. I'm drinking a PBR.
Kevin?
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm drinking a Pucker Patch Slushie, which is a slushy-style sour ale from Lionsdale Brewing. It contains a massive amount of real fruit: orange, cherry, raspberry, pineapple, lemon, and lime. Next we have Cole.
Hi, my name is Cole William Whitlaw Gibson. I'm drinking Passion Fruit White Claw Hard Seltzer, 5% alcohol, 100 calories, gluten-free, and according to the Surgeon General warning, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy.
That's a load of bullshit. And I am drinking Furry Purple Squirrel, which is
turned out just
light
fine.
rum, grenadine syrup, club soda, blue caracal liqueur, lime juice, and a dash of coconut rum for all my furries out there on the other podcast I will actually be hosting tomorrow.
A24 vibe discussion.
Anyway, so we will start this by figuring out the draft order live on the podcast. We will all pick numbers here, and then I will press a random number generator. Whoever is closest to that random number will go first. Whoever is furthest from that random number will go last. Kelly, what is your number?
24.
24. And this is 1 through 100, by the way. Cole?
I'm going to go with 69.
Of course. Kevin?
Nice. We're going to go with 77.
77. I should go in the middle here then. What's a good middle number? I'm going to go with 45.
100.
Because we've done 45 films from A24.
Wow.
All right, y'all ready for the random number generator?
Better be legit.
Yes.
All right, this is from random.org. I swear, I will, take a picture of this if you need me to. But okay, 1, 2, 3. 84.
Yeah, let's go.
So Kevin goes first.
Let's
So
go.
And then
no.
Cole.
Then me, then Eric,
Then
Kelly.
me. Then Kelly goes last. But Kelly, you get the double pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kevin, Cole, me, Kelly. All right. And I would also like to ask you, why are you picking this film? Maybe give me a brief memory of why you like this film so much after you pick it.
Oh, so I got to start right away.
Yeah, Kevin, let's start with you.
All right, so I get any number of the 45 films that we have watched to pick on my personal
fuck it up.
Mount Rushmore of A24. Now, I'm going to emphasize the my personal here, all right? There may be the lauded top 4 of all of IMDb's massive metrics, or Eric's big head over there. Who knows? But I personally have the opportunity to pick my favorite A24 film that we reviewed so far. One that brought us The farting corpse of Daniel Radcliffe. That is right. I get to pick Swiss Army Man because that is my personal favorite A24 film that we have watched so far for a couple different reasons. First, we get brilliant performances from Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano. They are not just brilliant, but they are unique and standalone. They are well thought out. They're thoughtful. They're tender. They're farting. But they're also just really well done in general. The Daniels directorial explosion onto the scene, we'll call it. They just did a great job with the soundtrack, and I just loved that movie in general. So I obviously have to pick it. I don't want it to not be on my Mount Rushmore. That's why I have to secure it above some of the other likely favorites out there, mostly because I have to have it because it's my favorite. So there you go. Number one.
All right, so everybody imagine Kevin's start of Mount Rushmore, his Mount Rushmore. It's just Daniel Radcliffe's dead corpse face. So that's the first one.
We're
right
gonna
there.
photo.
It's Manny, like literally just like, dying.
We will be photoshopping these for sure.
Yeah, we will definitely be photoshopping these. All right, Cole, what do you got?
The ability.
It's weird that Kevin's number one is not even in my top four.
Whoa!
So,
It's weird that Kevin's number one isn't even on my list. Oh!
Whoa!
yeah, same.
I'll get out of here with it. Nonsense.
So, it makes me feel good about my draft pick now because I know that I'm going to have a banger. So, I mean, I got to go with Ex Machina.
Fuck! I thought you were going to do the Rover.
Absolutely love the sci-fi. Come on, well, I'm that's my dark horse. I was hoping no one would pick it, and then I could get it on the background. Okay.
Yeah.
But
that's
no,
why I was like, if I take Ex Machina, then I'm not getting Swiss Army Man, so I have to make a choice.
Yeah. No, I love. Yeah, I mean, my top two are the Rover and Ex Machina. But I went with Ex Machina because I know everyone else is going to pick that, and I know the Rover people liked it, but maybe not as much as me. But Ex Machina, so good, so phenomenal. I am an absolute nerd when it comes to visual effects and stuff like that, and the visual effects in that movie are phenomenal. Obviously, it won a bunch of awards for it, and just all the whole feel of that movie was awesome. So had to have it
For sure.
on my list.
All right, Cole has Ava's face up there as his first Mount Rushmore face. So for me, I got to pick the only other film I graded A plus 24 here, and I got to pick Moonlight. It is the only A24 film from this 4 years to win Best Picture, and actually from this decade, because Everything Everywhere All at Once came after the decade. And, I mean, the critics were right on it. It was just a game changer of a film in Hollywood, and acting, cinematography, and it's probably the most dramatic film in A24's catalog that still gives me that kind of A24 quote-unquote aesthetic. And I really love it for that. So Moonlight will be my first pick.
How very thrilling for me. Because that means I am that very witch. That being The Witch for me will be my first choice because I have to pick Robert Eggers if he's on here. I think that he's my very favorite director. I love the attention in this movie to history, the amount of creepiness that we have going on, and this kind of like, it is just like the first movie of its kind that I had ever seen. It like completely exploded my mind. So I love that movie, and I'm really thrilled that I get to pick it as my number one. Now, bear with me, because it comes right back to me, and I gotta use some strategy here to figure out what my second pick is gonna be. So bear with me. Cut the pause if you need.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss once in a while.
I was thinking,
baby, my heart's on fire.
Jeopardy theme was what I was going for.
If you
but,
abuse me, how do you lose
Okay.
me?
I was just gonna.
Okay, the hook has come from off the stage and it's pulling you away. I'm gonna go for my second pick, and as we send it back down the way, it's gonna be The Lobster. I also really like that movie. This is maybe another director choice because I think Yorgos Lanthimos is just a brilliant mind. I like all of his movies that I've seen, so The Lobster is not excluded from that. The concept of that movie, I swear, seeps its way into my dreams even today. It is such a unique and I mean, I use weird as a compliment. It is a weird movie, but it is so very good. And both of these movies I've seen multiple times and will continue to watch over and over again.
Interesting. So you kind of went with two more like A24 Mindbender films. And yeah, you didn't pick your straight up drama, which I guess I picked my straight up drama first round. And so I kind of want to go on the other end here and pick more of an A24 Mindbender. Even though, yeah, I still think Moonlight had A24 aesthetic, but I'm going to pick Under the Skin. That actually, the more that it sat with me, the more I really, really loved this film. Just sci-fi, Scarlett Johansson's portrayal of the female, and yeah, just it's an early A24 film that I think would establish a lot of the Mindbenders that came after it, and I think a lot of people have talked about how much they love this film several years later too, and it sits well with me too. The more that I think about it.
I think about that movie a lot too.
Yeah. Cole will be next.
It's my pick.
Yep.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah. Well, you kind of ruined because under the Skin was one of the ones I was hoping people was gonna fly under the radar. So really happy on that one. But obviously, my plan worked. I got the Rover and Ex Machina. So I'm very happy with my strategy, how it's panning out here for my fantasy football buddies out there. But yeah, I'm going with the Rover. I mean, I've talked about that movie to ad nauseum on this podcast. Absolutely loved that film. Was like the first real like A24 film that I watched that I had like heard about, and they were like, hey, yeah, you should check out this movie. And I checked it out, and I was like, holy shit, this is a really good movie. And I'd never heard about A24, and since then I've just been enthralled with the what A24 puts out, and obviously doing this podcast is a result of it. So really, the Rover has set me on the pathway to get me to this point, the butterfly effect, so to speak. So it's got to be on my list.
I'm happy
Very
that
fair.
you got the Rover, Cole.
Yeah, I'm happy for you on that one. Kevin?
Not angry at all.
No, I didn't want that movie. All right, so back up to me, and I feel fortunate that I have an opportunity to pick this film and put it on my mountain. I really enjoyed this one, and it is the movie Room. We really enjoyed reviewing the 2015 film starring Brie Larson that kind of gave us a really cool glimpse of what a small set and really dedicated filming, writing, and directorial work can do for a movie. It kind of launched Brie Larson's career into superstardom. It definitely gave us a really cool glimpse into what you may not see behind some of the stories of abuse and things that are out there. And it just was, while being such a heavy film, was deeply beautiful in a lot of ways. And I just really enjoyed watching it, reviewing it, and I kind of want to watch it again just after this little snippet here. So Room definitely takes the number 2 spot on my Mount Rushmore.
All right. And it goes right back to you on the other end of the snake.
Sure does. Yep, which allows me to pick another one of my personal favorite movies, one that I was lucky enough to host and kind of gave a lot of cool insight, and that would be the music documentary Amy. We had a great conversation surrounding kind of the real-life events of Amy Winehouse, some of the things that movie allowed us to discuss from an idea of, what the role of paparazzi in the media is in the life of a superstar, and where privacy kind of, where we draw the line with that. I don't think I had any idea that a documentary could be that way in general, and it won Oscars for that, or at least won for the best documentary, and that is a major reason why it gets on my Mount Rushmore, for being a unique piece of cinema in the sense that it captures some real life events and kind of does something different, and because of the subject of the film being so iconic in Amy Winehouse. So Amy gets my 3rd spot.
2 Oscar winners there. Big picks. Cole, how are you going to follow up on that?
I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to pick, because I got 2 that I really was surprised are here, and
You can pick my nose.
I'm trying to think of which one I want to go with, because I really like them both, but they're both very different, which is, again, part of the charm of A24 is just how
I'm gonna throw up.
portray the movies. Gosh, I know.
I didn't expect to be this
I'm gonna go
invested.
with,
I'm super nervous.
I'm gonna go with fuck it. Let's go with Most Violent Year. I really like that one. And then, I get the double Oscar Isaac between Ex Machina and Most Violent Year. And I absolutely love the chase scene in that film where the guy chases after him with the gun. And it's like a very realistic portrayal of just them just yelling, "Fuck you, no, fuck you," as they are shooting at each other. So, great film, great movie. Happy to have it on the list.
I hosted that one, and that was very close to my heart. Plus, it started my real love for Oscar Isaac. I think I saw that before I saw Ex Machina. It came out before Ex Machina too. So, I'm sad. Oh well. Next up,
Mojave is still
I'm definitely
available
in
if you
between
want, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
You gonna get fucked, brother?
I'm fucked, brother. So I'm in between two here. Either a mind bender that I know Kelly probably wants, or the film we just reviewed, which I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to pick the film we just reviewed, 20th Century Woman. And I think that it's still fresh with me right now. I was between that and Enemy. But I actually rated Enemy lower, and I don't know. I like the more. I wanted more of a hug, a slice of life kind of film after Moonlight and Under the Skin. Even though I feel like the end of Moonlight is kind of a hug, but like also just a lot of like sadness and drama to that film. I needed a little more of a hug with 20th Century Woman on my Mount Rushmore. Kelly,
With great
with two
pleasure,
picks.
I get to take Enemy as my third face of my mountain. Great movie, just like these other two that I've been able to pick. I've seen that one 3 times now, and it keeps getting better every time, like Beetlejuice would say. It's a mind bender. Even on the third watch, I'm like, oh, maybe I thought this, but now I think that. And I recommend this movie to people because I think that it's so... There's so much like mystery. It's nice and saturated with it, and the spiders are awesome, and I like the yellowness of the movie as well. Not a sophisticated way to describe it, but it's a good movie. Okay, so I get to pick my last one now?
Yes.
That's really exciting. I didn't expect. Hang on, sorry, I'm like flustered right now. Hold on.
I
know.
I think Kelly's gonna have to play fantasy sports moving forward here.
You're Abe Lincoln, because it's George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, Abe Lincoln are the 4.
I'm kind of like I know who belongs here with
Sure.
with the aesthetic of my mountain. I know who number 4 should be, but I kind of want to pick one just because I personally liked it, and I know it's probably not on any of your lists. But I think I think I'm going to go with the aesthetic choice, actually. And then I'll tell you guys what runner-up was, because I can't take it from you. My Abe Lincoln, is going to be Green Room.
You asshole.
I know more recently we watched this movie, so we described just how very good that it is, and the amount of the feeling that this movie gives you from the scene, the feeling, and by scene I mean of the punk scene, and the feeling of entrapment and danger, and it's just a good thriller. So I'm happy to put that one on there. My possibility that I don't think any of you want was going to be Locke. You guys know that I really enjoyed that movie as well. The one-man play that it is.
I would have preferred you pick that one.
I like the look now of the 4 that I have. I think I've got a really powerful mountain. Good luck, guys.
Yeah. So now you got me thinking about like the look of my mountain, how it's gonna look on a Photoshop. That fourth face, it's like I can't just pick one where the face like is unknown. It might be kind of confusing if the face is unknown, and so I might have to pick or glance past Krisha, which I still really liked, and I might have to go with a little bit of a troll pick here because I just think that it's going to look so good on my mountain. I'm going to pick...
You're kidding me.
Tusk. I'm picking Tusk.
You fucker!
As my fourth film in my Mount Rushmore.
I was like, as soon as he says this, he's going to take Tusk.
And I actually hated Tusk, but like Tusk will look so good as the fourth film, the fourth face on my Mount Rushmore, just that walrus face. We're going to have probably teenage Little, and then we're going to have Scarlett Johansson. Then we'll probably have Annette Bening, and then we'll have the walrus face. So that's my my Mount Rushmore 4. And, yeah, just as a troll pick, I'm doing it.
Just as the troll pick. Love it. All right, so that means it's
Cole.
Is it Cole? Oh, it's Cole.
No,
It's Cole.
no.
I can't do anything yet.
Man, I I was really hoping Green Room was going to be available on the way
Yeah,
back, and now I'm stuck with Lock, which I'm not going to pick that movie. So
Would you like some other suggestions from my list?
No, don't give him a fucking clue. I still have a
I
movie,
really
goddammit.
like Krisha. I really liked.
Yeah.
It's like a slice of life film, and it like deals with some heavy themes and stuff like that. I thought it was very well done. Obvious Child, I also really like that. It's like one of the only like films, that goes through with like abortion and all that stuff, and doesn't kind of try and convince them not to do it type thing. And then there's End of the Tour, which is another like super dialogue heavy movie that I really liked just the interactions of. But I'm gonna have to pick one. I would probably go with Krisha. I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I really, really liked that film, and I thought it was very powerful. And I think, it's much more powerful than a walrus.
I mean, if it was Krisha versus the walrus, I think the walrus would win.
I would take
I don't know,
Krisha
Krisha
any
has
day.
that, like,
Dude,
that
She-
drunk
yeah,
strength.
Yeah, she might have the crazy drunk strength.
She
Blackout Hulk.
Yeah.
fucking snap and you'll fucking pull the tooth right out of the
Especially,
walrus.
yeah,
and
if
kill
the
it.
walrus is still, what's his
It's-
name? Justin
yeah,
Long?
Justin Long.
As a
Yeah.
walrus? All he's
Justin
gonna
Long
do
seemed
yeah.
pretty angry at the end too.
He's just gonna sit there and cry.
And then
I
they're going to
think
feed
he
him
would
fish.
probably
and
puncture
just feel bad
somebody.
for him.
Maybe. I was thinking about picking Krisha because, that was definitely a better film than Tusk.
Yeah.
But then I just couldn't pick Krisha's face on the mountain because I don't think anybody would know what it was. So, yeah.
Too worried what other
right,
people
well,
think.
Well, we
Lucky
are
for
getting
me,
people
I
to vote on it.
Get a choice of an aesthetic choice as well as a good movie choice. So I think that's pretty brilliant. For the fourth and final spot in my Mount Rushmore, I am going to pick the unique film American Honey. And I would like Shia LaBeouf's face as the, rat-tailed, wailing suspenders rocking Jake from American Honey as he sells newspaper or magazines across the country. I really did think that movie was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed the use of Handycam and telling us a story of kind of a unknown sect of American culture in the magazine Kid story. I thought that the acting job in there was done incredibly well across the board. We got to see, Sasha Lane. I'm not sure if it was one of her early. I think it was one of her earliest acting.
Might have been her first because
debuts.
they
It might have been her
straight-cast
debut,
Yeah.
and it was really incredible to see her just kind of break out into that role. So American Honey rounds out my Mount Rushmore, and I think we all did pretty damn good. But I still think I did the best. So that's me.
Initial thoughts. I think Kevin did the worst.
Objectively,
Yeah.
Kevin's is terrible.
Cole's second worst because nobody.
I'm surprised.
Nobody will know what Krisha is.
What?
So. Only the real
Okay,
deep
yeah, but
A24 nerds.
I got the Rover,
votes count the
Ex
most.
Machina, Most Violent Year. I mean, right there, those are like the top, 5.
Whose face are you going to put on for the Rover?
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson or Guy Pearce?
Probably Robert Pattinson,
Okay.
just because everyone knows him.
Yeah, that's fair.
There you go.
Well,
I would like to just have a, maybe a dog or a car, but I don't think they would let me.
For enemy, for me, I'm just gonna put a big spider.
a spider face?
No, just
okay.
the big, huge spider over Toronto.
Well, see,
Okay, so the
Yeah, see,
the
the problem
spider
with
will be
Kelly's-
like in
the
the
shadow
mountain.
spider.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Or put a spider
problem
on
with
top
Kelly's
of the
is-
mountain.
Can
Like on top of
Can-
Jake Gyllenhaal's
Can I
face.
put
gonna-
my whole entire Mount Rushmore in like the yellow filter that the whole movie's in?
Sure. Yeah. It's got to be
Why
mountain
not?
style,
Yeah,
though. So,
but
but you could have a spider
yeah,
on top
no
of
one's
the
gonna
mountain.
vote for. No Swiftie fan is gonna vote for Kelly, so she's basically lost out on like 80% of the
I forgot to
population
think
now.
about the Swiftie fans.
Wait, did she date
Yeah.
Jake
Uh
Gyllenhaal?
oh.
Yeah, she wrote a whole song about it
Really?
and how he was a bad person and he stole her scarf or something. I don't know.
He was like a
He's getting
sound
a
he was
lot.
like you know a lot about this
cardigan
girl.
under her bed or something
He does
like
live
that.
in the South. A lot
Yeah.
of Swifties down there.
He also may have pseudo groomed her or something. I don't know.
Whoa.
There was a whole thing
didn't
about
know
it. She
about
wrote
this.
a song.
Okay.
Wow.
Well-
We're about to get every Swiftie or Gyllen. Wait, no. Swifties been on our side.
Yeah.
Are there Gyllenhaal
Oh,
addicts
yeah.
out there?
There's
that have a
definitely
fan
big
base?
Donnie
I love
Darko
Jake
fans.
What are we calling them? Gyllenhaal.
This is all allegedly, by
I
the
love
way.
it. I like
we don't
it.
want
I
to get
love
sued
it.
for libel here.
Yeah.
Yes,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
I am a big Jake
I was gonna say
Gyllenhaal
this puts
fan,
me in a really
but I-
bad
yeah.
spot because I don't know these allegations, and I'm like, I really like Jake Gyllenhaal, but I don't know about all this stuff.
Yeah.
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 What if we got like the worst of the A24 movies during this time period? What would that look like?
I mean,
Worst of A24.
I would
much time do you
still
have?
put Tusk on there, probably. Yeah.
I mean, let's. What were some of the Green Revenge of the Green Dragons was on our list
Yeah.
of like
Barely
absolute
Lethal.
miserable
Laggies,
films.
Barely Lethal.
Laggies. Barely Lethal was awful. Fucking awful.
Equals.
The very first one, Charles Swan.
Yeah.
Charles Swan.
Yep.
And
Not
Equals.
gonna lie, I didn't like The Captive.
Um,
What'd you say?
The Captive.
Yeah. Captain was
Life
good.
After Beth.
Ginger Rosa.
Ginger and Rosa was good.
Beth.
I like Ginger.
Adderall Diaries. Did we like Adderall's Diaries?
That
Did we
was
think
I did
okay.
not
was
like Adderall
no,
Diaries.
I didn't think that would. Yeah, that
wasn't
was.
I didn't like Mojave.
Adderall would-
It wasn't
Cut-
at the level of
Cut Bank
the
wasn't
Bling
very
Ring.
God, the Bling Ring might be the worst. I think if I had to pick the worst out of the
Let's
worst,
ask
Really?
that. Everybody,
bottom.
let's do
Yeah.
your absolute worst. Can I start?
Okay.
Worst for me is Barely Lethal.
Agreed. Yeah, Barely Lethal was worse than Revenge of the Green Dragons for me because they actually tried to weave.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Barely Lethal had somewhat of a coherent story, but it was the cringiness of Barely Lethal trying to make me laugh and again just hitting me in the gut.
yeah, it was so bad. I don't even know what else to say about it.
Revenge of the Green Dragons.
Revenge of the Dragons was awful, just awful though.
So, all right, let's round out this Mount Rushmore, and I'm going to repeat what everyone had as their four. Kevin had Swiss Army Man, Room, Amy, and American Honey. Cole had Ex Machina, The Rover, A Most Violent Year, and Cretia.
Banger.
I had Moonlight, Under the Skin, 20th Century Woman, and Tusk. Kelly had The Witch, The Lobster, Enemy, and Green Room. So there you have it. We're going to Photoshop all these into mountains, and then I will either make a reel or just post the pictures of the Photoshops, and you can comment on which one you like the best, what Mount Rushmore you think is the best. And that's how we'll do it. Next week, we have the 2016 A24 Oscars featuring our good friend, the Martini Shot from YouTube. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time. We are going to vote on Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, Best Screenplay. And this is really our way to round out the last year of A24, and I will also reveal all the nominations on that podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Please rate and subscribe. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Vote
My
for me.
list is better than yours, and you know it.